Good evening. Hello, so my name's Adriano. I work for Dyson, a British technology company. And in fact, we've launched here in Jakarta just recently, but I'm not here to talk to you about that today. I'd like to talk to you about challenging convention and how we do it through design and through innovation. This is something I do every day. So let's start with the jet engine. The jet engine is something that we use at Dyson to inspire our engineers to be bold in their designs. And in fact, we have one at our headquarters, which we fire up every year, and we run it and make a big noise to inspire the engineers. The jet engine was largely ignored in its early days, but its inventor in 1928, Frank Whittle, he challenged convention, and he could see the future. He could see aeroplanes flying in the sky. And so he patented his invention in 1930 and produced the world's first jet engine prototype, which has become today the cornerstone of modern aviation and has made flight possible. But it's not just Frank who did this. The Romans did as well. In their day, they modernized society by creating things that today we take for granted, like roads with drainage. This is an aqueduct, which is in Italy. And they also invented roofs and sanitation, things that nowadays we just see in everyday life. Not just engineers, but scientists were really important. This is Louis Pasteur. He worked in microorganisms, and he discovered that microbes caused liquids like milk to go sour. And he thought that if we could heat the liquid and destroy the bacteria, we could then drink the liquid safely. This is called pasteurization, and it's still with us today. These are famous inventors as well. You've got Franklin, Edison, Turing, and that's Galileo in the corner. All very, very bold men and very, very important scientists. But of course, it's not just men that have made a difference in the world. And there are some very famous women. This is Ada Lovelace. I don't want the ladies to feel left out. She was actually the world's first computer programmer. And Ada's work was also recognized by Alan Turing in his work. And so we even name labs at Dyson after Ada Lovelace to recognize her importance. So this is my boss, James Dyson. This is James in his early days, in and amongst his own prototypes, looking to improve something, and I'm going to speak about that today. And James is someone who really knows how to challenge convention. So James began on his journey one day when he bought a brand new vacuum cleaner to help to clean his busy home. He had a wife, 3 children, and he thought he would buy the best that money could buy in those days. However, he got home and was frustrated as it quickly lost suction. So James tried to understand this, and being an engineer, he took the machine apart and looked inside, and he discovered that the big problem was in the bag. He found that as dust and air came into the bag, it blocked the bag, and so air would stop flowing, and the machine would lose performance. So he needed some inspiration to try and think of a way of redesigning the machine and stop this blockage and improve the performance. He was out one day and he saw a sawmill, and above the sawmill was a giant cyclone. And cyclones use centrifugal force to remove dust from air. And he thought, well, how can I apply this to my vacuum cleaner? So he thought he could solve his problem at home using this technology. So he miniaturized it, and in fact, this is the world's first bagless vacuum cleaner. He took the bag off, he replaced it with a cardboard cylinder, and he found it actually worked better than his current machine. And so many prototypes later, this was what launched Dyson as a company and his career as an inventor, and has become something. It's the reason why I've got a job, actually. But nowadays, everyone wants everything quicker. The pace of life is fast. Sometimes we do cut corners and we do miss things, and we run around a lot. And so it's important to look at what's around us. We shouldn't just sweep things under the carpet. We tend to clean our homes quite superficially, and it's something that we take very passionately at Dyson, and we look at very passionately to make sure that we go a bit deeper than everyone else. It's important to James as well, and something you'll see in our messaging. So when you do cut corners, things can be left in your home, and in busy cities like Jakarta, there's lots of pollutants in the air, lots of dust mites in the beds, and lots of bacteria that can breed. And we then wonder why we end up with allergies or why we fall sick more often. It's important to remove these from the home. And that's something that we research every single day. So James, me, and all of our engineers at Dyson, we look for problems other people don't see. And we find solutions to everyday frustrations that sometimes we just live with because we can't think of a better way. And working closely with James, we've invented a number of different machines. And it's an absolute privilege to be there these days. This is most important one we have out now is cordless machines. Cordless makes everything possible. It's convenient, it's fast, it's light, and we've done this through digital motor technology and rechargeable batteries, something that we see now every day. This is Sony. Now, Sony cut the cord on music installations. So they did a lot of pioneering work in the early days. Obviously, we've got more and more inventions coming your way. Unfortunately, they're top secret, and I can't tell you about them tonight. But hopefully, we'll be launching them here in Jakarta in the next 2 or 3 years. Excuse me. So, challenging convention, it's about being bold. It's about ensuring that you believe in something even when someone doesn't. It's about making a statement of your design, but making things work better, not just making things look good. And that's something we do every single day, and something James and all of the people at Dyson feel very passionate about. This is James doing some work with the James Dyson Foundation, which helps to open new campuses at universities and helps to realize dreams of young engineers and encourage bright minds to bring their inventions out into the market. Thank you very much.